Tonight on PewView, we got the new Platypus. We got their comp model. This is the 2011 or double stack 1911 that takes a Glock 17 magazine. Excited about this. I am a huge fan of the Platypus, and I am a huge fan of compensators. They finally did it.
It's good. It's good.
And they did it for a very surprising price. We'll get to that in a minute. This is first shots. I'm excited. Holy shit, man. You know, best part about all that, my red dot's not on. I was just rocking the iron sights.
Dumbass.
All right, now I got an SRL. Goodness. Coolest thing about a Platypus is the fact that when you're shooting a 2011 or a double stack 1911, you don't want to stop shooting. Glock mags. It'll take any Glock mag. So, you know, the super, obviously compliant for YouTube regulation. 10 round, California compliant. This looks fucking hilarious. How'd EDC this? I like the prickle grip a lot. It's not as aggressive as like the Nighthawk. It doesn't, rip the skin off of my hands. But I like aggressive grips, and I think they nailed it with a prickle grip. It's weird having a 2011 locked back. The most random way ever to shoot a dueling tree. All right, we made it to an indoor range now. This is Kimlin, the owner of this range, and debatably the best gun store in the state of Iowa. So if you guys are in the area, he's got a shooting range.
Mesa City, Iowa, we've got between the two stores thousands and thousands of firearms. 16-lane range here in Waterloo. Been in business for 16 years for myself. Got a great staff of guys here to help. We've got a good online store. Good enough to get Nick to come down and shoot with us, so.
I've been buying guns from you for a long time. All right, we got the Platypus right here. Are you familiar with the Platypus at all?
Very vaguely, man. Very vaguely.
This is their new release, obviously. It's got the Island comp. I want you to run a couple rounds for that and let me know what you think. It's warm now. I can feel my fingers, so hopefully we're going to be able to actually push this thing to its limits and get some split times out of it. I will surely never get used to the sound of shooting in an indoor range.
Anything specific? Just shooting to compare?
Don't flinch. Yeah, don't blink super hard.
Wait, I learned a trick I'm gonna try.
All right.
I was studying earlier.
You didn't flinch at all.
I learned a trick!
What was the trick?
To stick your tongue on the roof of your mouth.
Is that fucking real?
New tech alert!
I was literally researching it this morning because I woke up and I couldn't sleep and it was like super early. And so I was like, how do you not flinch when you shoot? Because that's something I need to work on.
AI or Google?
It was a Reddit thread, but someone said it and then a bunch of people were like, I tried this and it actually worked.
That's
And they said that it's just tricking your nervous system. I don't know, but I just tried it.
I'm gonna need it too because I flinch in an indoor range 100% of it. Dude, that grip when you start squeezing, remember like the Nighthawk when it was brand new, how it's all serrated like that? I think you got about 500 rounds before your hand is bleeding. I really like that trigger, but like the brake keeps faking me out because it feels like a Stacctto XC reset to me. So I keep trying to like bank off of that and adding, 2.5 pounds of pressure and it not going off. So then I'm just like,
Well, you just got this. How long have you had it?
a day,
Okay, how many rounds have you got through it?
150.
Think I can get headshots on this guy?
Listen, that's a pretty flat gun, and those was
Yeah.
some good splits.
Nice and flat.
This dry hole right there.
It's crazy. We can shoot and not fucking shiver. This is insane,
My
dude.
hands feel good.
I mean, that return to zero is insane. We're at 7 yards, but it's staying right in there. That doesn't suck. Don't you want to max?
Sure. This thing is super comfortable. I like that. I like that a lot.
All right, we're switching to Norma 124s. We've been shooting Federal 115s, the shittiest ammo ever right now. The 124s feel better.
It's the bottom one. The 124s feel better.
Yeah.
I want you to know that I punched in real good on those 3 blinks at the beginning.
The first
And
ones,
then
you
I
have
saw
to give
you
me a second.
Hold your eyes open.
You have to give me the first couple.
I love how she does that every time I go to try and grab a gun from her. She'll like move the gun and hand me the magazine. All right, what do you guys think?
First impressions, I was really impressed with the grip. I like it. I feel like it feels similar to the Nighthawk, but a little less aggressive, like the perfect aggressiveness. Slides super smooth, feels super good, high quality, and then shooting it, I also felt like it shot really flat.
Grip it's aggressive. I like it that way. I don't think it's overly aggressive. I think it's about right. I think if you wore it with the shirt, you'd be buying shirts all the time.
Oh,
It'd probably
damn
tear out
sure.
pretty good. It'd be great if that trigger reset was like that Atlas that we were checking out earlier.
Oh, that's nice.
That-
So
yeah.
this is the only thing when you want a better reset, you got to go with a heavier trigger.
Absolutely,
So this
yeah.
being a competition, they set it at 3 pounds. They do have other options if you want a better reset. You
Yeah,
go
for sure.
4.5 pounds, which that Staccato P is probably breaking right around 4.5, which is my preference. Like I don't care about the break. I just want a positive reset. I think this is a happy medium. We're probably getting 1.4s out of it at least. Did you notice like how they were mounting their red dot? God damn, I
Way
wish
low.
every company would do that. I'm so sick of dealing with like Dawson Precision, mounts and then it's sticking up too far and causing malfunctions. $2,400 by the way. That's MSRP. You go on the site and it built out exactly in this configuration. It's $2,400.
Which is fairly competitive. Here.
Mag.
I think I can shoot it fast one-handed.
I'm like, what is happening? I forgot I handed you a 33.
I was going to ask you what time of the day it was there for a minute.
Okay, just go as fast as you can and try to stay as consistent as you can. I want to see where your finger fatigue is. It's pretty consistent.
I felt like I was struggling.
You kept it consistent. All right, guys, we need to address it. Obviously, we were out there recording. I'm, reviewing some footage right now, and I kind of just realized that we completely fucking missed the point of the video. I got excited. I got a new gun, and all I could think about is shooting it and letting other people shoot it to try to get their opinions. But I'm sure you clicked on this video because in the last one, we had talked about who is the king of $2,500, and that's still kind of the goal. That's been my mission lately. I think a ton of new products are dropping right around that price point, and it's super exciting. So to be able to add something that good in the possibility of this, you know, possibly getting your $2,500. So let's talk about it. We got the Kimber 2K Comped, one of my favorites. We got the SIG 211, and then we got the Bull Armory ProTac 5-inch. I think these four guns are probably now in like the top picks for $2,500. I think it's a race to see which one of these four is the best. I think there is a couple other good companies that are making guns right around the $2,500 price point, but those aren't like super popular options, so it's just not something that we have gotten our hands on yet. But after SHOT Show and after seeing how many companies are dropping new 2011 platforms right at that price point, it is very exciting. So I'm looking forward to all the new releases, and I'm going to keep getting them in, and I'll keep adding them to, you know, see who's going to beat this. And I mean, there it is. This, it's still number one. It's still my top pick. The Bull Armory 5-inch Tac Pro is hard to beat, dude. Like I said, I feel like this is more of the $3,500 price point. So I think kind of the list of the last video still fits in. I still think that this is the best option for the masses. I still think this is the best shooting gun, but I mean, it's got its cons like we talked about in the last video. I'm going to reference that a lot. If you guys haven't seen that or want to go see that, check that video out. But this, so let's talk about where this fits in. The grip is more comfortable than the other three. This grip is better than all of them times 10. I don't know how else to explain that. The Platypus does a really good job at like minimizing this grip. It's very slim, it's very small, and it's very easy to hold on to. So like even under recoil, when I'm being sloppy with the trigger and slapping the shit out of it, it's an easy to control gun, which is good. If you're a new shooter and you're looking for something like that, like I think the Platypus is probably the easiest to shoot out of all of the options. My wife has been talking about this quite a bit. She absolutely loved this thing, and I mean, the Nighthawk's her favorite gun, as it is mine. But like there's a lot of references and similarities in between this and the Stacctto XC and the Nighthawk TRS. Like it feels like those guns. The recoil impulse, the recoil mitigation, like the Island Comp just works like a son of a. I mean, it does its job. Not that I know how to focus the damn camera, but like it's a decent sized comp. When you're comparing it to something like the Stacctto XC, I mean, it's relatively close. The triggers feel fairly similar. I think the XC probably takes it in triggers just because I'm able to get 10 splits with that thing pretty consistently. This is a new platform to me, so maybe give it some time. I'll run a bunch of more ammo through it, and maybe I'll be able to keep up with the Stacctto XC. But right now, obviously, this trigger isn't broken in, and I haven't had a lot of time behind the gun. But we were able to run it fast. There is quite a few things that I like better about this than like the Stacctto XC. I mean, we're talking about Island Comp. Unfortunately, I got to reference the Stacctto XC. It seems like I've been hating on those guys a lot lately. I'm not. I love Staccato. I just think their guns are a little bit overpriced for what you're getting in comparison to this that's coming out nowadays. I don't think you need to be spending $4,200 on a Stacctto XC to get performance like this. That's all I'm trying to say. I love Staccato. I love what they have done. We wouldn't have any of these other guns if it wasn't for Staccato paving the way. So, I mean, we got to respect the OGs. Love Staccato. We appreciate Staccato. That being said, I think this is a fairly similar option for half the price. And it takes Glock mags. So if you guys are looking for a new firearm in the $2,500 mark, I think this is a very good option. This definitely punches above its price point. I am absolutely in love with this thing. I don't have anything negative to say about it. One suggestion that I would give to Stealth Arms is just to extend this slide release a little bit. Now, I know a few other companies are obviously making the 2011 or the double stack 1911 that takes a Glock magazine like Fusion Firearms. You got the Oracle? I don't know, the 2311 one. I think that's more 320 based, but I mean, it's the same concept. And I think those slide releases are a little bit better. Here, let me show you what I'm talking. So this right here is the Fusion Firearm. Now, I did do a review on this. Not the biggest fan. I think the grip is just ungodly uncomfortable. Now, I will say this company has fixed the grip, and I will be getting one of those on the channel to review as well. But something incredible that these guys did was this slide release right here. With this, I can keep my hand right where it's at to be able to manipulate the slide release. I'm telling you, if the Platypus did that, if it was just extended a little bit where I could reach it without having to break my grip, this gun would be an 11 out of 10. All right, I will stop ranting. There you have it. There's the updated list. I think the Platypus is absolutely a 10 out of 10. They fucking crushed it. I really like that company. I like his values. I like his website. I like the ease and usability. If anybody wants customized guns, it's easy to go in there and build it exactly how you want it built. And I appreciate that. Anyways, I will stop ranting. If you guys are interested in checking out Delete Me, there is a link down in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
We have time for today, so see you next time on Shooting the Gun with Nick.